Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast. We are so excited to have you guys in here today. We'll be discussing an interest topic that is relevant to our course. We hope this conversation will give you new insight, useful information, and maybe even a different perspective. So sit back, relax, and enjoy today's discussion. Let's get started. My name is Naila Hasnafahira, so I'm host on our podcast today. There are four guys with us. Can you each introduce yourself, guys?
My name is Gideon Barekazada Makarawu.
My name is Arvela Amalia. My name is Nitali Mukhtarji.
My name is Asmiki Natal.
Let's go straight to the first question. So, guys, what is word ambitious?
Okay, I learned that for listeners there are many varieties of English used around the world. Each variety is influenced by local culture and language, and all of them are valid forms of English for communication.
Okay, sounds good. So, why is it important to study word ambitious today?
Because English is important in international language on daily using like learning or studying and working.
Yeah, that's true. So, how do linguists define word ambitious?
Okay, a language define word English as the different varieties of English used around the world. English has developed differently because of local language, culture, and distance.
So, what are the main characteristics of word ambitious?
English has many varieties. Each variety reflects local culture and language. All varieties are used for communication.
Can different varieties of English be considered equally valid? Why or why not?
Yes, different varieties are equally valid because they help people communicate effectively and reflect the identity of their community.
How did English become a global language?
English become a global language because we can build knowledge in many parts of the world. Later, the United States become a powerful country in business, technology, education, and entertainment. Because of that, English spread to many countries and become international.
What historical event contributed to the spread of English around the world?
Some important events were British colonization, international trade, and globalization. English also become popular through movies, music, the internet, science, and education.
How did colonization influence the development of different English varieties?
During colonization, English was introduced to many countries. Local people with English there with our language and culture. Over time, we spread different varieties of English, such as Singapore English, Indian English, Liberian English, and Malaysian English.
To move to the next question. So, why did different countries develop their own form of English?
Different countries have different cultures, traditions, and local language. This difference influence the way people speak English. That is why each country has its own pronunciation, vocabulary, and expressions.
Next question. What are Kachui's three circles?
Maybe Kachu Tricycle is model which is introduced by Britsby Kachu to explain about how to use English in this word. So maybe this Kachu there is some kind, for example, like historical and what is that? Structure.
Well, can you explain the differences between the inner circle, outer circle, and expanded circle?
Maybe inner circle is like a native language, or maybe can you say the what is that? the people you speak English every day, not sometimes, not someday, but every day. And then the secondly, like the outer circle is like the second language, and the people you speak English not every day, but you speak English like the what is that? Like the formal, like the government, education, and business. And the thirdly, like expanding circle. Expanding circle, the people you speak not every day use English, but you speak like sometimes because expanding circle is foreign language. It's like almost same like outer circle.
It's useful. Which countries belong to each circle?
Yeah, maybe as far as I know, inner circle include the country is English, American, and Canada, Australian, and many other. And the outer circle is the country is Indian, Singapore, Pakistan, Malaysian, and many other. And the three expanding circle is include Indonesian, Chinese, Japan, Thailand, and many other.
Okay. So, in which circle is Indonesia and why?
I think Indonesian include Spanish circle, not as language, even second language, because English in Indonesian we English in Indonesian like the how sorry maybe we know English in school, in government, in in business how to speak English. Maybe I taught you like the English in Indonesian, not use every day, not use second language, but foreign language expansion.
Yes. So, do you think Patrick's model is still relevant today? Why or why?
Yeah, maybe according to me, yes, because had to understand how to use English various countries. But this model or this classroom has limitation. Maybe it's just like that.
Thank you. Move to the next question. Is British English or American English the only correct English?
No, they are just the famous one. Other varieties like Indian, Singapore, Nigerian, and Australian English are also valid. They are not wrong, just different.
Why do some people think other English variants are incorrect?
Because of power and prestige. British English was seen as the original, and American English became dominant with media. Schools often teach only one standard, so anything different gets called a mistake.
Is having a local accent a sign of poor English proficiency?
No, an accent is just how you pronounce words. Proficiency means being clear and expressing ideas well. Even native speakers have strong regional accent.
Can non-native English speakers be considered legitimate English speakers?
Yes, most English speakers in the world are non-native. You don't need to sound so native. As long as people understand you, you are good.
What are some common misconceptions about what English is?
People think there's only one correct English, that non-native varieties are full of errors, or that a native accent means better English. Some even call English as broken English. All of the all of these are false. English has simply adapted to different place and people.
Okay, guys, that's all for questions. So it's sharing time. I wanna know, since when did you learn English? Yes.
Alright. So when I did learning, maybe like when I was senior high school, uh, class 2 maybe, and personally I don't know English, I have English, even I don't have English. But if I know English like the British, like the American, actually English it's so really important for me. Like when we looking for job in the future, like the overseas, if we are a company in why that a company in with follow the boss, and you speak English. Maybe just like that when I was learn English, since senior high school class 2.
Okay, so English is so important.
Yeah, yeah.
So, in your opinion, is English important to learn?
Yes, I think English is very important because it is helps us communicate with people from many countries, different countries. Also useful to working, studying, and getting more information.
Okay, guys, from our conversation today, what did you learn? Start from you, maybe.
I learned that Old English means beyond British and American. Local accent don't mean poor English. Non-native speakers are legitimate users, and the idea of only one correct English comes from history and power, not linguistic.
How about you?
Okay, I learned that English has many varieties around the world, and each variety reflects the culture and identity of its speaker.
So, how about Inka?
I learned that English is used in many countries in different ways. I also learned that English is for everyone, not only for native speakers.
Okay. How about you? What did you learn?
Yeah, maybe I think why did I learn English? Maybe I think this era English is so really, really important, and you know lah, we know English, but we don't know what English says. Actually, I think I learn English is very beautifully. I speak English. Want to go to in offices or foreign, to looking for job in there. After like graduation in university, and maybe just same guys with you like English is so really, really important.
Okay, thank you. Okay, in this podcast, we discuss world languages, including its definition, history, cultural circles, and common misconceptions. We learned that English has evolved into many varieties as it spread around the world through historical and cultural influence. We also explore Cartwright's model, which explain how English is used in different countries and emphasize that no single variety of English is more legitimate than another. Overall, understanding world languages help us to appreciate linguistic diversity and communicate more effectively in a global society. Okay, that's all for today, guys. Thank you so much for listening and spending your time with us. We hope you found this discussion informative, enjoyable, and inspiring. Don't forget to tune our next one for more interesting conversation. Until then, take care, keep learning, and stay curious. See you in this episode. Goodbye.
Goodbye.